How do we overcome all limitations and rise to that higher ideal? We're going to talk about that today. This is Tom Kieran with the Be Something Wonderful studio of Higher Consciousness in San Diego, California, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Guys, welcome back. I want to talk about transcending all limitations to get to that higher ideal. And what do I want to say about limitations? We're programmed to overcome limitedness. We're programmed to overcome the facts that we made, because these were created by us. This is the reality that we created. That we're limited. That we're not. That we have to overcome obstacles. That we have to overcome limitations. And guys, I'm just going to flip that script here and say, really, what we did, we worked hard to overcome unlimitedness, because that's our naturalness. So who we are, that I amness, is wholly unlimited, wholly unconditioned. We conditioned ourselves to be limited. So really what we did is we worked very hard to overcome unlimitedness. And we didn't have to, right? How did we work hard at it? We put our attention on fear, put our attention on doubt, put our attention on limits, right? And then suddenly that became natural. And what became unnatural was unlimitedness. What became unnatural was doing and having anything we want. What became unnatural is that I am, or that divinity within, that who we truly are. So really what we have to do is just stop trying to overcome unlimitedness and let the unlimitedness flow within us. That's really it. Take the awareness off. Take the effort off trying to become limited, because that's what we're doing, right? It seems like it's the other way around, that we're trying to overcome our limits, but rather, no, when we try to do that, when we try to overcome limits, when we put effort into that puts more doubt and more fear and more uncertainty in the way, which creates more limitedness. And so this is what's happening, guys. So how do we do it? Well, the real key to this is take our awareness off it. If we want to get rid of our present limitations, and we want to let that old concept of us die, we take our awareness off it. We learn this in quantum physics. When you put your attention on the electron, because it's all energy, right? And the subatomic particles are electrons. When attention was put on those, they would suddenly appear and then manifest and become matter. But when the attention was off of it, they were just a wave possibility. They were just an infinite waves of possibility. They collapsed when we put our attention on it. This is what we got to do. You got to take your attention away from that old self. Yeah, I know you worked hard on on overcoming your unlimitedness. But guys, you got to forget about that, and then let that unlimitedness, that natural state, that I am he, I am he, I am who, I am he, or I am that I am that unlimitedness. Right? We covered it up. We flipped the script in the wrong direction, and we overcame our unlimitedness with limits. And now it's time to just let those flow up. Well, how do we do it? We claim it and we take our attention off it. It's true for you. This is what's true for you. So you direct it to the feeling of being that which you desire. You start imagining that. But guys, it's easy. It's actually easy to imagine once you stop trying to overcome it, because that's who you are. It's your naturalness. It will flow. You will feel it. It will flow with so much power, because it's the natural you that's returning. You're taking your awareness off this lack and limitations and negativity. It's all around us. I get it. It's physical reality. I mean, in Jesus, when he said he said that I am he, when he claimed himself to be equal to God, they picked up stones to stone him, right? Stone him with what? Stone him with the facts of life. Stone him with reality. That was the significance of that in the Bible. It wasn't actually stoning the man. It was stoning him with the facts of life. It was stoning him that this is your reality. Instead, he hid and he escaped. He hid and got away from that. What did he do? What did he mean? He hid from the reality of life. He hid from the facts of life and maintained his concept of himself as that ideal concept. That's what you got to do. Stop facing this reality. You get to create it. That's the first thing I want to say about it. The second thing is, again, it gets back to this. It's not your job to determine how. His ways are past finding out. It says it in the Bible. His ways are past finding out. Right? We can't comprehend on this human physical level the myriad of ways that your ideal can be accomplished, your desire can be accomplished. And when you start speculating, when you start trying to determine how it's going to be done, you put resistance on it, and you put doubt in the mix. And when you put doubt, that means you're not truly lined up with your desire. So you're now doubting it. So asking how is the same thing as doubting it. This indicates doubt. To think about how is evidence you haven't entered the natural state of your desire. Remember, it's your natural state. So to get back to that, but as soon as you start speculating how and stacking up and resistance on it and trying to determine the ways that it can come to you, that is doubting that you're starting to doubt now. It's the same thing. Do not forget about it. That God in you will show you the way. There are ways that you don't know of, right? It's the mystery of God. It's the mystery of that infinite, the field of infinite possibilities. There's an infinite amount of ways that this can be done. And of course, when it happens, it will surprise and delight you. That's the idea. That's what they call miracles. Miracles are simply that. Because if you can figure out the how, it's not a miracle. The reason you can't figure out the how, or you ought not to, because that's what miracles are made of. Miracles are that God consciousness leading you in the path of least resistance and making your desires come true through that field of infinite possibilities. It looks like a miracle, but it's just the universe working with the bigger picture, the broader perspective, that it knows everything you need and everything that everybody else needs. And so there's no taking from another, there's no competing. The universe is using all of that resources to make what you desire come true. It's amazing, guys. So stop indicating doubt. The third thing I want to say is that you want to do to be unlimited, right? To walk in this unlimitedness. Remember, you created it. You're the one that overcame. Stop overcoming your unlimitedness. Right? It's not overcoming limitations. Now you have to because you made yourself limited, but not really. You just got to stop overcoming your unlimitedness, not overcome limitations. There's a difference. That's allowing, right? Because trying to overcome stuff it puts resistance in the path. It puts work in the path. It makes it difficult. But if you look at it this way, that you just got to stop overcoming your unlimitedness, that's different. That's letting go. That's letting God. That's surrendering to that bigger you, to that I am in you. Stop judging. Judge not by appearances. Judge nothing. Don't judge others. Don't judge yourself. You don't have the bigger picture. It's because we're in this duality of high and low, light and dark, good and bad, wrong and right, that we're constantly judging. But we don't have the bigger picture. So whatever is right and true for you, that's what's true. That's your truth. The truth is that you're light. You are light. You are the I am. That's the only truth. There's only one truth, and it's that oneness. Everything else is a manifestation or a condition that we put on the I am, or on that God within. Everything that we call good or bad, is a condition we put on the I am, right? Because there is no good and bad, there's just is. And that together, okay? So we'll talk more about that later, but stop judging. That's the third thing. Judge not by appearances. Remember, Jesus, they tried to stone him with reality, right? Stone him with the facts of life. Ignore those, right? Ignore appearances, right? Turn your other cheek on the facts of life. Turn your other cheek on the reality that you're facing. and go within to that new concept of yourself. That's what it means by turning the other cheek. That's what they're getting at. You turn your other cheek on this hardened reality that you see in front of you, and you go within to that feeling, that higher concept of yourself. You stay true to that. So the fourth thing is don't waver. Don't waver. Jesus said, you will seek me and find me when you seek with all your heart. This is the alignment of the heart and mind that we talked about in other ways with other spiritual teachers and in other settings, but it's the same thing. Jesus said it. You will seek me and find me when you seek with all your heart. You got to seek with all your heart. That is aligning your heart and soul together. That's about not wavering in the evidence of facts that are the contrary. You've got to have facts that are the contrary, because manifested reality is going to show you show you what the current reality is, but you're not looking at that, right? Turn the other cheek, because you know that you're manifesting your desire. You have put it out there. You're not determining how. You're not going to get caught up, get all balled up in the how and go, oh my God, it's too big. Nothing's too big. We're the ones that put the limits. We overcame our unlimitedness. And now it's time to let that go and let that unlimitedness, that naturalness of who we are to come back. So it's not about the struggling and the striving and the overcoming limitations is what we made up after we overcame our unlimitedness, after we put all that junk in front of us. You don't have to, guys. Yeah? Turn the other cheek, ignore reality, judge not by appearances. These four things will get you walking with the masters, will get you feeling that unlimitedness, will get you knowing that you are that I am, right? It's resurrecting that your desire, your ideal within you. It's letting that old you die, and then that I am can resurrect that new you. That's what it means, guys. That's the reborn. That's being reborn. It's letting that old limited you die and resurrecting, because it is resurrecting, because it was before before you covered it up, before you killed your dreams, before you killed your unlimitedness. It was very much alive, but you conditioned it. Now it's time to resurrect those dreams, resurrect that ideal, resurrect what do you want, and make that in declaration, claim that, and then do these four things, guys. And it's not even doing them, it's just being them. This isn't work here. The work was overcoming our unlimitedness. It was the other way around. That's a lot of work to fear and doubt and stress and worry. That's a lot of work. Once you stop fearing, stress, and worry, then your natural returns. That's what ease and flow is about. That's why you continually hear that about the universe, that it's all ease and flow. You don't believe it because you're still frozen in those fears. You're frozen in that doubt. Yeah? This is what it's about, guys. This is what I wanted to hit on today. This is how to transcend all limitations and get to that higher ideal, right? Take your awareness off those limitations, right? Take your awareness off it. You've been covering up your unlimitedness long enough. Don't preoccupy yourself with the how, right? Don't stack on that resistance. God has mysterious ways. Only the universe knows. We can't determine the how from this level, from our limited human perspective. It's impossible to know. His ways are past finding out. Stop judging by appearances. The appearances and everyone around you, your friends, your family, whatever's been created will continue to show you this limitedness that you are. You've got to turn the other cheek, right? They're going to try to stone you with the facts of life. Everybody, the reality around you will try to stone you with the facts of life. You've got to turn inward to that I am. And then finally, don't waver with all your heart. Seek it with all your heart, and you will find it. It's just letting it bubble up with all your heart, knowing it, aligning your heart and mind. Guys, that's how you become unlimited. Yeah, this is Tom Kieran with the Be Something Wonderful studio of Higher Consciousness in San Diego, California, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We love subscribers. And hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, and comment and share the video. That's how we get our word out, yeah? Until next time, this is Tom. See you soon.